I'm tired of the other women. I'm tired of him using me. For 2 months, I didn't even hear from you. Where were you?
I'm overwhelmed, man. I love you.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. He fooled you about 50 times.
We are a financial disaster because of him.
Divorce doesn't exist where I'm from.
Neither one of you is wrong for having your opinions, but it just makes you wrong for each other. There's been a huge breach of trust, according to you.
She was on the fast with the pastor. She's sending pictures with a smoothie of straw in her mouth and a sausage McMuffin. Can I eat this, pastor? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, why you gotta send pictures with it?
Here is today's case.
She says his extreme spending habits and flirtatious behavior with other women has led her to question his commitment. He says it's his money. He can spend it how he wants to. Can this couple get past their issues? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Andrew from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
We're so happy to have you with us today, Andrew. Welcome to Divorce Court.
Your Honor, this is the case of Scott versus Randle.
Thank you, Juan. Miss Zakelia Scott,
Yes, ma'am.
you have brought Mr. Michael Randle
Yes, Your Honor.
to divorce court today. The two of you have been in a relationship for 6 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not married, but you're here because you want to decide what you should do next in your relationship.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to make a mistake and take it to the next level and end up back here again. Okay, I'll start with you, Miss Scott. Why don't you give me some background?
Michael is my high school sweetheart, okay? I don't know, I love him. I'm always there for him. I'm like that girl that's ride or die. I just been there forever. Okay, so we end up like going our separate ways for a minute, get back together about 6 years ago. 5 years, we're like, okay, we want to move in, you know. And it was the worst mistake, honestly. And you know, they say you never know somebody until you live with them. And we get together, it's terrible, spending crazy, out of this world. Okay, I'm talking about designer everything all the time. Okay, not only that, he does a lot of disappearing acts. Okay, he's gone, he doesn't tell me, he doesn't feel like he needs to tell me anything. And I feel like he does, you know.
What was your purpose for coming to court today?
To really win her back over. She's at her breaking point, and we're not on the same page. I don't feel like she should be at a breaking point. We have fun, we have our disagreements, we fight, but the main thing is taken care of. Our bills are paid, you know, and she's tripping about spending money. Why we tripping about spending money and it's spending money?
Okay.
You spend it.
You've given me several examples of one of the issues, and that is finances. Let's talk about that.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So for a perfect example, Michael is an upcoming artist, you know, which is probably the only thing that he's really good at is rapping, okay? And he's always buying new things, and he's always want to go shop, and he got to keep up his appearance. Okay, that's cool. So one day he's like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get me some sneakers. Okay, so he goes, and he comes back home, and not only does he have one, it looks to me about like 10 boxes. Okay, so mind you, this same point in time, we're supposed to be going out of town. So I'm going to go put my bags in the car, in the trunk, and I open the trunk, and of course, it's more boxes of shoes. So I'm mad. I feel like that's selfish. I feel like we need to say, we got a future. If we're gonna be together, we can't spend like that at all. So we get into it, and we're fighting, and we're arguing, and we don't go out of town. And I ruined it. I don't care.
Because of who?
So 10 pair of sneakers at once?
Yes, ma'am, and I also have submitted evidence for it. I have pictures.
Let me see the photos.
Oh, wow. So you took a picture of my shoes?
I did.
So, Mr. Randle, are you what they call a sneakerhead? Is that what it is?
Of course.
Tell me about what's going on with the sneakers.
Well, all of those ain't at one time. That came over time.
It's a collection.
Yeah, that came over collection. And all of those shoes can be resold.
Yeah, but who buys shoes to resell them? Why get them in the first place if you're gonna sell them?
An investor.
They don't make sense. Anyways, they don't make sense to me.
Miss Scott,
an investor.
Miss Scott, it is a practice where people do buy shoes and they flip them and they sell them for a profit. Are you doing that, Mr. Randle, or do you have your own collection where you're spending your own money?
Do you sell them?
Or
you just say you are? Do you sell them?
Miss Scott.
It's gonna become. I'm gonna get to a point where I sell them because I'm a bit of a hoarder. So.
Oh, so you haven't sold the shoes?
No, I ain't sold not one pair of shoes. But
I thought you said you were buying them to sell.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
Eventually, I gotta get what I need out of them first. then I sell them. That's how the game go. But for this particular instance, I needed them for a video shoot. I gotta keep my drip up, I gotta keep my appearance up, and different scenes in the videos, you gotta switch outfits. That's what all those was for.
Approximately
but
how
why
much?
ain't a picture up there, all the stuff I bought her?
Approximately how many pair of sneakers do you have?
Probably like 200-300.
What's the average cost of a pair of these shoes?
If we talking Nike, it's about 200-300. If we talking designer.
Wow. Now, I'm no math major, but 250 pairs of shoes at $200, that's $50,000. That's like a down payment on a house. Do you live in your shoes?
Nah, but I live in a house that's paid for, and that 50K towards them shoes, it could be 100K. That's spending money. I'm an artist that's spending money. She knew this from the get-go.
Okay, anyways, Your Honor, I save money. I'm real frugal, and I like to keep whether who makes it or not, we're together. When you're together, when you're with somebody, everything is, y'all's, or however you want to say it. So there was a situation where not only do I put money away, I put money away, and I also put change away. So I saved change, and we both agreed, like, even though... Anyways, we both agreed that even though it takes a while to accumulate like a lot of change for spending, we both said we weren't gonna go into it. We're just gonna save it. Just let it go, and when it gets full, get another one. That one gets full, get another one, and we can do that. Okay, what about when I walk in a house one day, and I see Michael dumping the piggy bank out on the bed, and to me it looks like I would say about $50 worth, and I don't think that's right at all. You didn't consult with me. We're saving money together to build a future, and this isn't the first time.
No, you save your money by yourself.
Getting money out of the piggy bank for
yes,
what?
Yes, ma'am. If he has all his money, why are you in the piggy bank? Like, I don't understand.
I think that's a fair question, Mr. Randle.
Okay, well, first of all, the piggy bank ain't even her piggy bank. I guess it's ours, we share it.
Right.
But the whole jug came out of my storage. It was our idea to start putting coins in there. So if we putting coins in there, why can't I take nothing out? So
what was the reason for you using the piggy bank, though, as a resource for money?
I didn't need to use it. I wanted to. I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't think nobody was watching over my shoulder.
Okay.
I didn't think I had a mama to answer to.
Was the agreement that the two of you would put money in and just let it grow and not spend it?
No, ain't no contract, ain't no agreement, ain't no none of that. We talking about.
It wasn't discussed
We
at
talking
all?
about coins. I just feel like that's a topic today to add to my tab for her being petty.
Then we're going grocery shopping, so we're going to the supermarket. So on our way in, there's this lady, and he looks at this lady, and he's like, excuse my language, damn. So he said she had a big butt.
He said that to her?
Yes, ma'am, to her.
And you were right there by his side when he
yes,
said this?
Yes, ma'am, we're walking in there together.
So there's the issue of finances, but then you say it's bigger than that because it's also, you say you feel disrespected in the relationship.
All the time.
How is that?
Yes, ma'am. In my face, behind my back. He is a big flirt. And it's one thing, okay, we all might be naturally like flirtatious in a way that's not rude or disrespectful. It's wrong regardless if you're with someone. So we're going to the store, we're going shopping, we're going grocery shopping. So we're going to the supermarket. So on our way in, there's this lady, she's decent looking, you know what I'm saying? The lady's walking out and he looks at this lady and he's like, excuse my language, damn, you got a lot of junk. You know what I'm trying to say. She got, okay, yeah. So he said she had a big butt.
He said that to her?
Yes, ma'am, to her.
And you were right there by his side when he said this?
Yes, ma'am, we're walking in there together. So she responds like, oh, thank you, you're handsome or whatever. And I'm like, no, to the car. Like, no, I don't care. Yeah, I am acting like mama right now. You need to go back to the car.
So how often does that happen?
He does it all the time. Because he thinks I'm cool.
And you've expressed that you don't like it and it doesn't make you feel good?
Yes, ma'am.
And it continues?
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying that when you go into the grocery store, if you see someone, you comment on their body, they have a nice body, in front of Miss Scott, and you find that to be appropriate?
Only like during certain times, because me and her, we at home, we do our little thing, we have our little dirty talks, and it be kind of confusing me. She, you know what I'm saying, when she talk about women, what type of women she like, and we go out in public, I still think it's game on. Like,
okay, so so you're at home having a private conversation, but now we're talking about in public, in front of Miss Scott, and Miss Scott has expressed to you that makes her uncomfortable. She doesn't like it. And what is your response to that?
She ain't really expressed it. She may get an attitude, or you know what I'm saying, she may act a certain way, but I feel like it's unfair because when she shoot her shot at a female and I'm with her, I let her do her thing. But when I do it, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's
So you're doing something similar?
No, he's gonna drag. I don't know. He said that probably about 6 times since we've been here. He wants to drag that out so bad. We had an instant because we are young and we have fun. And now you think that. Anyways, at the end of the day, as a woman, and we're talking about a woman and a male, us. We're talking about us, me and him together. It's disrespectful to disrespect me with another female. What we talk about in a room, whether we want to add somebody to it or not, that doesn't mean bring that out everywhere we go. Don't. He should not sit and try to make it seem like we're on the same page, like we're out here scouting women. That's not what we do.
That's basically what it just was. Moments before we got to the supermarket, we was just talking about us and other women.
But do you understand the difference between private conversations and then you going out publicly complimenting
I don't think I do.
Women in front of her?
I don't think I do. I just think it's just unfair. The whole situation, if we gonna do it, we gotta be all in, which I'm all in, and she ain't. You know what I'm saying? She want to do it sometimes, and sometimes she don't want to. I need to know when to be trained to go.
So you're saying that that's your way of trying to
participate,
pick up somebody else, and see if somebody else would be interested. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, if they interested, let's get it. But I don't do this behind her back. I don't go pick my own females, come home. What you think about her? I only do it with her.
Okay.
She don't never hear nothing about me sneaking and doing nothing behind her back.
He's out of town. He's not answering the phone. He's just ignoring me like I don't exist, like all the time. So I got on social media. All of a sudden, I did a fake page. I used a fake page. I did, and we all do. And of course, it's him getting a lap dance, money everywhere, stripper booty out, everything. You know, he's acting like that's who you went there for.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free, 1-877-311-2222, or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. What do you say happened? Because another issue you say you're having is disappearing acts.
Yes, ma'am. So, like I said, Michael likes to leave, and he goes out of town. So, like, there was this one time where he had a show in, I want to say, was this a Virginia show? I think so. He had a show in Virginia. Okay.
Virginia, yeah.
Okay, right. So he was in Virginia, and I wanted to go, and he told me no. Okay, this is, you know, he said because it's homeboy and they're gonna do their little boy thing or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get on the internet because he stopped answering my calls. Just at least while you're gone, you're in a whole other state. You know, I don't have no friends. I only deal with you. You know,
That's
so
the
at
problem.
least, you
That's
know,
the problem right there. She ain't got no
please
friends.
Don't interrupt.
No friends.
So anyways, he's out of town. He's not answering the phone. He's just ignoring me like I don't exist, like all the time. So I got on social media and I start looking around at his friend stuff. And of course, it's him getting a lap dance.
Shouldn't even be following my homies.
So first
Why
of
is he
all,
even following him?
Hold on, Mr. Randle.
This is how you know it's an issue because he doesn't hide anything on his social media from me. His friends don't hide anything from me. All of a sudden, I did a fake page. I used a fake page. I did, and we all do. So I got on the fake page. Of course, I'm blocked from the story, but I see him getting a lap dance, money everywhere, stripper booty out, everything. You know, he's acting like he know her. Like I feel like that's who you went there for. And I flip, and I'm still stalking at this point. And I'm calling again, and I'm calling, and I'm texting to no avail. He doesn't answer.
And he said that he was at a show. He went to perform at a show.
Yeah, he was going for a show, but I don't even think I seen the show posted or nothing. All I remember seeing was the strip club.
Okay. Did you perform at a show?
Oh yeah, I went to handle business. We got our money. We got our money, and we spent that money.
And that was the after party. Is what you're saying?
That was the after party. None of that was in my control, nor was it my idea. The homies had their own plans, and I was just there. I didn't record because I didn't want it to look, you know what I'm saying, look like something it wasn't. She was already blowing up my phone, and
why didn't you answer her calls?
The reason why I'm out of town, not answering my phone, is because she don't have no friends, and she be bugging me. Like when I do answer, you know what I'm saying. I do my part. I put the PT in. I put the time in. It just seemed like it's never enough. It's never enough. Soon as I leave her site, it's over with.
Why do you think she doesn't believe you?
I think she don't believe me because her own insecurities, and every time I leave her site, it don't matter what it is or what it's about. It just got to be a problem. We've been together too long to, you know what I'm saying, not know how to rock with each other. I give her space. Why can't I get mine?
And so you're saying it's not about space?
No.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. Why do you ain't got no friends?
Hold on, Mr. Randle.
Is it true that what Mr. Randle says, that you don't have a social life outside of this relationship?
It's by choice. It's definitely not like people who don't like me or want to stay away from me. And if that's the case, I don't care. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm content with being with just him. But if it's not mutual, I'm not. He can have a life. He can be with his friends. It's the absence. It's the non-communication. Everything, communication rules the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you can't just say to me, okay, this is what's going on, or just answer my call. If you know I'm that aggravated, just answer one time and get me off your back and go do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
So, Ms. Scott, Mr. Randle has his reasons and his rationale for everything that you've said in court today.
Right.
And you're 26.
Yes, ma'am.
Or where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
So you have family here?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have friends?
I mean, I grew up with some people, but I don't really. Like I said, it's by choice. I really just don't really deal with people. Like, I try. I'm not gonna lie, I try, but I'm just not interested. I like to, if we're gonna go have a drink or whatever, but I don't just always wanna. I just want to be with him most of the time.
You what?
We do a lot of. I want to be with him.
But you said you're not happy in the relationship.
Right. I'm not. I'm miserable.
I ask this question because everyone has a choice in terms of the choices that they want to make and who they want to spend their time with. A relationship should really just be adding to the happiness you already have in your life. And when it's not, when you find that it's taking away those things, then it's time for you to make a different choice. And I look at your ages, you're in your 20s, because this is the time in your life where you figure out what works for you in relationships. And when you realize what those things are, you stay true to you. And you stay true to your standards, and you stay true to who you are, and you find somebody who meets those standards in your life. It's not gonna work out all the time when you're with people, because over the years, people do evolve, they grow, they change, they show you who they are, and you decide, is this what I like? Is this what adds happiness to my life? And if it doesn't, you make a different choice. When you feel hurt in a relationship, the hurt of staying is much worse than the hurt of leaving, because the hurt of leaving will eventually resolve, but the hurt of staying continues. And you don't have to choose to cling to a relationship that's not working just because you spent a long time trying to make it work. And that's what I see. You said that you're miserable. You feel like you're being disrespected. You say all of her reasons are not valid, but these are her reasons. And I think that at this point, it is time for you to go your separate ways. You have no children together, and I see no reason for you not to make a different choice for yourself at this point in your young life. It's all about the choices that you make. And find someone who is more compatible with the needs that you have at this point in your life. Because it's not about, I want to stay and I want this person to change. People change when they want to change. If someone doesn't see anything wrong with their actions, it's not about them changing, it's about your choice.
Absolutely.
And what you do and how you choose to react and respond. Good luck to both of you.
When I leave court today, I am going to go my own way. And I'm gonna give him the opportunity. If he wants to fix it, everything has to change. Everything I mentioned on the show has to change. I don't care what he says about none of that.
I'm not with it. I don't agree with us seeing other people, us having no time. I'm the one for her.
I really can't do the disrespect. You don't make me feel good at all.